Fred, I've been saving up for a while now, and I want to establish an elementary school. You know, my wife is always passionate about education, and she genuinely loves teaching and mentoring children, coupled with the fact that it's a profitable business if we start with a very good standard. I'm sure parents will want to bring their kids to our school. Above all, I think this would be a great way to support my wife's dream.
A school. That's a serious investment. Do you already have a piece of land or a building for this project?
Not yet. The plan is to buy a piece of land first, then gradually start the building. I've already made some inquiries about a good location.
Kennedy, do you know how expensive land is? It's not like buying groceries. You better think twice before you dive into this. Honestly, I don't think it's a wise move.
I've calculated the cost, and I believe it's something I can handle.
I think your wife is the one pushing you into establishing a school. Don't you think she is trying to get you to spend your money on a project that she will eventually benefit from? I mean, think about it. You have no child yet. If anything happens to you, who do you think will inherit the school? Her, of course. Women can be very cunning sometimes.
My wife has always been supportive and honest. She just wants to do what she loves.
I'm not saying your wife is not honest. Don't you remember Mr. Alex? His wife convinced him to start a transport business. The moment he bought those buses and cars, he mysteriously fell ill and died shortly after. Guess who inherited all the vehicles? His wife. You need to be careful. Women can be unpredictable.
I didn't think of it that way. You might have a point. Maybe I'm rushing into this too quickly.
I won't advise you to start building a school.
Thank you, Fred. It's really nice talking to you. You've opened my eyes to things I couldn't see.
It's my pleasure.
Good night.
I had to use my senses to convince Kennedy to drop that nonsense school idea. He thought I was looking out for him, but I was only looking out for myself. It would have been a dream come true for him and his wife, and they will end up more accomplished and richer than me. This community lacks good schools, and Kennedy's high standard would attract parents to enroll their children in their school. I won't let that happen. He will rise above me, which means I would be left behind. I had to discourage him for my own sake.
Kate, I will have to cancel the plan for the school.
Why?
I've been thinking about the cost involved. The land, building, the resources, it will take a lot of money.
This has been our dream. I've always believed in it.
I'm just trying to be cautious. I don't want to make a mistake that will cost us everything. This project is going to take a lot of money. What if things don't go as planned? What if we lose everything?
When did we allow fear decide what we want to invest in? This was our dream. I've always been passionate about education, and now you are talking about throwing it all away.
Dear, I'm being realistic. We have been doing well without owning a school. It's better to focus on what we already have instead of risking so much.
I'm really angry at you, Kennedy. How can you just disrupt our plans like that without any tangible reason?
I know your intentions. Women with big ideas like you can sometimes be desperate to get their way. I see through it, Kate. I know your plans.
What do you mean by you know my plans? Kennedy, I'm really mad at you for uttering such statement. Sharon, I am so upset right now. I need to talk to you about something. What happened, Kate? My husband and I have been planning something really important, something for our future. Last night, he told me he is canceling everything. Canceling? What plans are you talking about? We are planning to establish a school. It was supposed to be something we could work on together. You know how much I love impacting knowledge to children. But now he is shutting the dream of mine down for no reason. Why would your husband cancel such a great idea? That's what I don't understand. He didn't give me a proper explanation. He just said he knows my plans, as if I'm plotting something against him. Do you think he is worried about the finances or something? No, it's not about finances. Kennedy has more than enough to carry out this project. Maybe it's something deeper, maybe he is doubting your intention. What do you mean? I think he is doubting you. He is probably worried about what will happen to the school in the future. Doubting me? I don't want to make assumptions, but do you think it could have something to do with the fact that you don't have a child yet? Why would that even matter? Maybe he is thinking, if he builds the school, who will inherit it? What will happen if something happens to him? That's insane. So because we don't have a child yet, he thinks I'm out to take everything for myself? What kind of thinking is that? I'm his wife. Don't worry, Kate, I will discuss everything with Fred, my husband. All right.
Fred, thank you for coming.
It's my pleasure to be here, my friend.
I needed to talk to you about the issue I'm having with my wife.
I'm listening to you.
My wife and I had a serious argument yesterday. In fact, we haven't spoken to each other since last night.
Really?
It's about the establishment of the school.
You mean the school you decided to cancel? She's upset with it.
In fact, she is furious. She said I've disrupted our plans for no good reason.
And because of that she had decided not to talk to you.
Yes. Honestly, Fred, I'm getting fed up with all this.
Kennedy, can't you see what is happening here? If your wife had good intentions, why would she be so angry over a decision you made for the good of your family?
I don't even know. Maybe because she is just passionate about having children around her. I'm getting pissed off. If she mentions anything that has to do with school again, I will send her packing.
Very good. Now you're talking like a man. You are free to send her away. Why would you let someone pressure you into making a decision you are not comfortable with?
The disrespect is getting too much. How can I run my house if my wife refuses to listen to me?
Exactly. A wife should respect her husband's decisions, not fight him over every little thing. If she truly cares about the family, she wouldn't be pushing this hard for something you're against.
You're making sense, Fred. It's so frustrating. I never imagined this is what marriage would be like.
Kenneth, listen to me. Stand firm. You are the head of this house, and your decision must be final. If she doesn't like it and threatens to leave, let her go.
I'm not going to let her disrespect me anymore. This isn't the first time we have had an argument about something like this, but this time, it's really draining me.
Let me make something clear to you. A woman who truly respects her husband wouldn't act like this. Why is she so angry about a decision you made? If there's no ulterior motive, why is establishment of a school a big deal to her?
That's what is bothering me, Fred. I feel like she is more concerned about the project than me. I'm getting fed up. If she brings it up again, I will send her out of the house. I can't deal with this anymore.
It's frustrating when your partner doesn't see any reason to respect your decision. Honestly, this kind of behavior raises questions.
Questions like what?
Well, think about it. Why is she pushing so hard for an establishment of a school? Could it be that she had her own agenda? Maybe she is thinking about how she will inherit it from you. You're the man of your house, and your authority should never be questioned.
You have a point.
Look at it this way. Let's say you have started the building, and God forbid, something happens to you. Who will inherit it? She will.
I never thought about it this way.
You should. Remember Alex, his wife convinced him to start a transport business, and not long after he bought the buses and cars, he passed away. Guess who inherited everything? His wife.
Are you saying Kate might be like that?
Well, she might be like that. However, you have to think carefully. Don't let anyone push you into making decisions that could backfire.
You're right, Fred. I need to stand my ground. This is why I needed to talk to you. You have opened my eyes to many things. Friends like you are rare.
That's what friends are for.
Welcome home, dear.
Thanks, my wife. Glad to be home. How was your day?
It was fine. By the way, Kate came to my store.
Hope no problem.
She was so angry about her husband's decision to cancel their plans of establishing a school without any proper explanation.
That's interesting. Kennedy and I actually talked about it today.
What did he say?
He says they have a serious issue about it, and they haven't spoken to each other since yesterday. He even told me he is getting fed up with the whole situation.
No wonder Kate was so upset. She kept saying that Kennedy doesn't listen to her and that he is being unreasonable. I was doing eye service when she was talking, nodding here and there, pretending to care.
That's their problem. I'm gradually causing misunderstanding between them. Their plans to prosper over us won't manifest.
Kate even had the nerve to show how passionate she is about establishing a school, and how it will change their lives. She just kept smiling, but in my heart, I was like, you think you can rise above us? Never.
Exactly. Can you imagine how much better off they would be if they went ahead with that project? A school would bring them so much recognition and wealth. That's why I had to talk Kennedy out of it. I told him to stand his ground and not let Kate control him.
Good. You did well, my husband. They would outshine everyone in this community, including us. And we can't let that happen. Can you imagine the kind of wealth and influence they will gain if their plan succeeded? Parents from all over this city would be bringing their kids there. And you know what that means.
That's why I made sure to discourage him. Kennedy will never come up with that idea anymore.
Very good. Let them stay in their lane. They have no business trying to rise above us.
If their marriage crumbles due to misunderstanding, it's not my business.
Let them deal with their mess by themselves.
Fred, since I'm no longer going ahead with the school project, I don't want the money sitting idle. I'm considering putting it into something long-term, maybe stock or treasury bills. I have over $60,000 in my account.
$60,000. That's a good amount. You're really disciplined with your savings.
Thanks. I've been saving for years with the intention of starting something meaningful. By now, I feel it's better to let the money work for me rather than keep it in the bank.
That's smart. Honestly, investing in stock or treasury bills is a great idea. Have you looked into other options too?
Like what?
Real estate. You could buy land or properties and rent them out. Land appreciates in value, and rental income is steady.
That's true, but I don't know if I'm ready to deal with tenants or property management headaches.
If you want something stress-free, treasury bills is okay.
That's a good suggestion. Thanks, you've me some solid ideas.
It's good to know that you are thinking ahead. With $60,000, you're in a great position to secure your future.
I appreciate your advice. It's always good to share my thought with you.
No problem at all. Just make sure whatever you do, research thoroughly.
Absolutely. Thanks, Fred. I will keep updating you.
All right. It's always nice to hear about smart moves. Let's catch up soon. So Kennedy have over $60,000 sitting in his account. Whopping $60,000. I never imagined he had that much. If he invests wisely, he will be financially stable for life. His future will be secured, and he will end up in a better position than me. No, I can't let that happen. I can't be allowed to be overshadowed by him. He is already thinking of stocks, treasury bills, and mutual funds. If he invests in all these, he will be set for life. I know what to do. Henry, I have a job for you.
What kind of job are we talking about?
I want you to help me kidnap a man named Kennedy.
Very good. What are his details?
I will provide you with all his details, his picture, daily routine, where he goes. Once you have him, demand a ransom of $60,000.
That's a lot of money. What is my cut?
We will split it 70-30. I will take 70%, and you will get 30%.
70-30. That's a big gap. I'm the one taking all the risk, I hope you know.
I'm the one giving you this job, so I think it's a fair deal.
No problem. Kennedy or whatever they call you. You better stop playing games with me. I won't accept anything below $60,000 from you. I swear, I don't have that kind of money. Listen! You better cooperate with us, or else, your life will be cut short. Please, don't hurt me. Henry, I've been observing that guy. He seems genuine about not having $60,000. Maybe we should ask for $45,000 instead. He is lying. I know he has the money. His friend Fred confirms that he has $60,000. Calm down, let's reduce the ransom to $45,000. All right. Since you're claiming you don't have $60,000, let's make it $45,000. $45,000? That's still a lot of money, but I will do my best to raise it. You better not waste my time. The sooner you pay, the sooner you walk out of here. Call your wife to help you withdraw your money from wherever you kept it. All right, I will call my wife on phone to go withdraw the money. I thought Fred was a good person, someone I could trust. I revealed everything to him, about my family, plans, and my finances. I thought I was sharing things with someone who cared, but unfortunately, I was handing my life over to a wolf in sheep's clothing. I regret ever telling him about establishing a school, a dream I abandoned because of his poisonous words. That would have been a legacy, something for my wife and me to be proud of. But I let his lies and manipulations get into my head. $45,000 is gone just like that because I trusted the wrong person. Fred had disappeared, leaving me to deal with his mess. I feel so betrayed. From now on, I will keep my plans to myself. I won't let anyone take advantage of me again.
Let's be careful who we trust, as some may not have our interest at heart. Even those who appear to be friends can turn out to be the ones who hurt us the most. It is essential to be cautious about who we share our dreams, plans, and personal matters with. Micah 7, verse 5, says, "Do not trust a neighbor. Put no confidence in a friend." Even with the woman who lies in your embrace, guard the words of your lips. This verse tells us the importance of wisdom and caution in trusting others, reminding us that not everyone has our best interests at heart. May God help us to surround ourselves with genuine people and grant us the wisdom to guard our heart and actions. Amen.